Hey YouTube, I'm back with another freaking video. So today's video is basically a story time of my firstborn daughter. So let's get into the video. So it was the day that I had her. It was actually a Sunday, and it was like early in the morning, and it was actually Father's Day. She was born on June 20th, 2004. And it was, a pretty normal day. I was in the hospital. Um, I actually had went into the hospital because I was contracting, but I didn't know because I was only 7 months. So, okay, so I was laying down. I was actually watching TV. To be precise with you, I was actually watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So, okay, so I was laying down, just, doing my normal routine. And I had to use the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, let me go and get to the bathroom or whatever, like that. I go to the bathroom, and uh, like maybe a second later, I came back out and I had to go to the bathroom again. And me not really knowing anything or whatever like that, um, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I drank too much water the night before. But yeah, so I ended up going back to the bathroom, and like a second later I came back out, and I still kind of had to use the restroom feeling. So I'm like, okay, this is not normal. So I called my nurse in or whatever like that, and she was like, I told her, I'm like, yeah, I'm constantly in the bathroom. And she was like, and she started laughing. So, I'm not thinking anything. This is my first kid. I don't know about none of this stuff. So she was like, oh, your water broke, like that. So when she was, she was like, oh, your water broke. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So, so then I ended up waiting around or whatever like that for them to transport me into another hospital bed. So they transferred me into another hospital bed. And, it was, I had to sit there. By this time, I was nervous. Like, okay, what are they doing? What's going on? Just to find out that they were basically, um, they broke my water bag. Okay, so I'm on the counter, on the bed, and I'm just like kind of nervous, like, now at this point I'm crying and stuff like that. So uh, they end up breaking my water and whatever. I get back to the room because I guess at this point, since my water was breaking, you know, I'm gonna go into do the whole delivery thing or whatever. But for some reason, they made me go back into my hospital room and wait there until they came and got me. So that's weird. But hey, I'm not thinking anything of it. So finally, I get back to the room. I call her dad, my daughter's dad, and I'm like, "Hey, such and such. The baby's coming, and blah blah blah, or whatever." He hurries up, rushes off the phone so that he can hurry up and get to the hospital. Mind you, when he had got off the phone with me, his mom to the wanted to go to the hospital with him, but he took off and he left her. So I thought that was kind of funny. But finally, they got me into the room or whatever, like that. I started, just getting prepared or whatever, like that. Her dad hadn't even arrived yet, but most of my family members had arrived because I had kind of called everyone after I called him. So finally, he gets there or whatever, like that. And I was, still kind of nervous or whatever. Um, but I got a little bit at ease because by this time, it was just kind of like, okay, it's all good. I have somebody here with me. My family's out in the waiting room or whatever like that. Um, but by the time I was going to, I thought that I was going to deliver, I wasn't dilating. So I wasn't able to, have the baby vaginal or whatever like that. So I had to have a C-section. So they numbed me up, once after they numbed me up, they put me back on the table, and then they did the cesarean or whatever like that. And then she came, and then, everybody was all happy. Everybody wanted to see her. Might I add, she was super, super loud, and even still to this day, she's like really loud. But and then I wasn't able to hold my baby because, like I said, she was like 7 months or 2 months too early. So, so it was, pretty crazy. It was a very, it was a pleasant experience, and a very, it was something that, you know what I mean, that of course that I would definitely, do over again or whatever, which I have. And I will come back with a story time about the day that I had gave birth to my second daughter. But, like I said, after everything transpired, after I had her, she was early, so she was in like an incubator. So I couldn't really, if I'm not saying that right, then, correct me down below. I don't mind. But, so, she had to stay in the hospital for a couple months. I was, back and forth from the hospital to the home, from home or whatever like that. But, just that feeling to have my daughter be born, and and come and going to see her every day at the hospital, I grew like this huge love for her. Like, she was the love of my life, you know what I mean? And I love her so much to this day, and I will always love her. I don't want that to sound a little bit, a little out of whack, but so that was the story time of when my oldest daughter was born. Comment down below. Hey, comment down below if you want any other videos, and we'll definitely try to shoot you some videos. Sorry again about not being able to post. But we definitely will try to. We try to post every Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I will eventually come back with another story time video, speaking on my second daughter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please follow us on social media. Kayla is not with me right now, but I will put her information for her social media down below. Thanks again for you guys tuning into this video, and we will be back with other freaking videos. All right, peace.